A couple of weeks ago, Jeremy from Pure Pwnage joined us on Good Game. Fans of the mockumentary will know that episode 12 of Pure Pwnage was released on the internet yesterday.
But with one big addition: credits. That's right, Jeremy and Cole have revealed their true identities, and I'm pleased to say they're both joining us. Jarrett and Jeff, welcome back to Good Game.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So guys, take us back to the beginning. How did it all begin?
I had the camera, and I wanted to shoot some test footage, and Jared came up with this character that was based on people he had interacted with on the forums in the CNC replays. That kid, I think Jared explains it best, the origin of Jeremy. But, he just did this sort of, little speech about 0 Hour, and shot it from a few angles and edited it up into a preview for a show that didn't exist. And we got such a great positive feedback from the preview that we decided we had to make episode 1, The Life of a Pro Gamer.
When did you realize you had a hit on your hands?
We had about 200 to 300 people download the preview, and that made us really excited. I was doing stand-up comedy at the time, and to have 200 to 300 person audience was a really big night. That was something that I would have been very nervous for, and very excited to have that opportunity. So when we made this show and we realized that I basically just performed in front of this audience, it started to dawn on us, this sort of power of the distributing on the internet. So we went ahead and we made episode 1 because it was being demanded of us by this community. And then when episode 1 was downloaded about 1,200 times, we started to learn about the viral nature of content on the internet. And we went forward and we made episode 2, and when it was downloaded about 4,000 times, I think it was then that we started to realize that this is something that we couldn't treat just as a side hobby, but something that we should really put a lot of focus and thought into. And
Do you make a living from Pure Pwnage now?
Yes, it was, we started generating income from this project at around episode 4, is when we started selling shirts. We bought some Ion Noob shirts and some Pure Pwnage logo shirts, and we weren't sure if they were going to sell or not. We were investing our own money, and the show was literally zero budget. The first 2 episodes were shot on a camera borrowed from the library, and now I'm no longer in school. I'm working full-time on Pure Pwnage, and Jared is also working full-time.
Now tell us about your real-life gaming. What are you into now?
It's really exciting right now because the Nintendo Wii is coming out, and Nintendo again is going to redefine, I hope, how people interact with the games they play. And at the same time, the PS3 is really pushing photorealism, and apparently they've surpassed computers, and the games have gotten to this point where it's hard to tell from a distance if you're watching a real football match or if you're watching FIFA on the Xbox 360. And and of course, then they're all online and they're all connected. So I'm extremely excited for that. And no games in specific, but just the platforms that the games can be played on. It's just remarkable.
What are your plans for Pure Pwnage?
I think we're going to probably end up doing 3 seasons. The end of season 1 is going to be after episode 12, and we'll probably do another 2 12-episode seasons. And we've got a lot of other ideas we want to get going on. As soon as we have the production equipment to make a feature film, we've got a few scripts in mind.
Do you guys ever worry that you might lose the magic? How do you keep it real?
Because of the fact that we've circumvented the traditional distribution methods, we have complete control and power over our content, and we speak directly to our audience via the internet. So I think we have it really lucky, and I'm not sure if this sort of thing has actually existed before in such major media in the history of humanity, but it exists right now, and we're very fortunate. And I can tell you that there's no selling out, because we can only be selling to ourselves, because this is our project, start to finish, and there's no way anyone can possibly change that.
Jarrett and Jeff, good luck with all the plans. Thank you for joining us on Good Game.
Thank you for having us. It's been a great time. So thank you, Good Game.
Thank you.
Best of luck.